Bundee Aki, how's it going? I just want to ask you, looking back on the England game, do you see yourself as a big game player? It seems the bigger the occasion, the better you play. Is that something you consider about yourself, or something you focus on?
No, I just try and fit in well with the squad, do my job, and whenever I get the opportunity to do things or play the way we want to play, then I take it with both hands. But no, I just try and do first things first, and try and help out the squad and play well for them. So yeah.
We were chatting to John Fogarty earlier. He said when you win, it's easier to come back into camp after you've had a few days. So how did you enjoy the couple of days with family or whatever? And do you share his opinion that it's easier to come back in and enjoy this week when you won last week?
Yeah, it is. Rugby's always fun when you're winning games, isn't it? When you're losing games, it's not as fun. So it's always good to be able to get a win after a tough weekend. So yeah, Foggy's right. You're obviously in a happier buzz. And then you go home to your family, enjoy the weekend or the day that you have with them, and then come back and ready to go again.
Looking ahead to Scotland now, what do you expect from them?
Look, I think over the past few encounters we've had, they've all been tight games, and they're a quality side. They've had a good November series, and every time we've played them, they've always put us under the pump. So, we expect nothing less from them to be able to play to their strengths, which being at home will add another factor into it, and they've got threats all over the park. So we've got to be on our A game to make sure that we're up for it as well. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Sure.
Hi Bundee, do Ireland have their attacking mojo back, would you say?
Look, the game on the weekend, obviously there was a few parts in the first half that didn't go our way, or we didn't stick the passes that we wanted to. But we sort of found our way into it in the second half. But like I said, against Scotland, you probably won't have those kind of chances throughout the game. You've got to make sure that we're much more clinical, and that's a good thing about the squad. We get to improve on what we didn't do well in the game, and we're obviously very proud of being able to adapt on it in the second half, being able to try and be more clinical and accurate in that second half. So yeah.
Yeah, how important is it now to push against Scotland?
It is always important, we're a squad that always want to try and push each other to keep improving each week. So, this week again, we're trying to push each other to be better at what we did, and to even go further on with our accuracy and the way we want to play and our cohesiveness as a group. So, yeah.
How would you sum up the rivalry between Ireland and Scotland in recent years and your experiences playing against them?
Every time we played against Scotland, it's always a tough match. Scotland never goes away from the first whistle to the 80th minute. They're there. Like I said, they've got attacking flares all over the park. The likes of, Darcy, Hugh, Dewey, Finn Russell, who runs the ship there. They've got their sharp nines, and then the back rows there, and they're dangerous. And even I could even go to their props. I think they've got the most meters out there with their ball carriers. So we've got a big task ahead of us with how Scotland plays, and playing against Scotland throughout the years has always been a tough match. There's always been one or two tries or scores between us, so I expect nothing less this weekend, or we expect nothing less this weekend.
A couple of the lads have spoke about. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought.
Michael, you come back to you.
Hi, Bundee.
Hi.
Scotland have talked about being desperate to win this game, and probably something similar to how they've approached the last few fixtures. They're desperate. It's a 10-game winning run for Ireland. Have you identified a way to use their desperation against them, as in maybe you're more in their heads than they are in yours?
No, I think we're just trying to focus on ourselves, but then also respecting the fact that they are a quality side, giving them the respect they deserve, which is, their threat around the park is, like I said, is unbelievable. It's like if you try and take the foot off the pedal with these guys, they would absolutely take you to shreds. So it's about us making sure that we're across our plan, making sure that we're doing the right thing as a group, and making sure our cohesiveness as a group is a lot better than what we did with England. So we just got to keep improving as a group and as a team.
Just maybe a word on the comeback of Dan Sheehan. He came back for Leinster and then played as a substitute. It's a remarkable recovery in such a short space of time. What sort of boost has he provided?
He's a freak. He's an unbelievable player. I think if you looked at how he scored his try the whole lead up to it, I think he set up his own try really. So put Jack Conan through, throws the long pass to James Lowe, and then supports to get his own try. You can see how excited he is in the group and how important he is in the group. The both of them, Rowe, Sheehan, and then Gus coming through. Those three hookers, I think we're quite blessed to be able to have those kind of quality hookers in our group, and they're all unbelievable players.
Sinead?
What about your own try, Bundee, the last day? What was going through your head when you got that pass from Sam and there was 3 guys in front of you?
I think I was quite lucky. I think Sam obviously did all the hard work there, drawing in those 2 players with Hugo Hines, and look, I think once I saw the try line, I just had to make sure I try and get there. I don't know. It was just didn't really think. It was just making sure I just get to the try line as much as I can. Try and get to the try line. Oh, it was. It felt really good. Obviously we've been under the pump throughout the whole time, and then coming out of the second half to start like that. England started well in the second half, but to be able to get back within that try was unbelievable, and then the boys just kicked on.
Sorry, what I was going to ask previously, a couple of the lads had spoken about mentally switching off towards the end of the England game. How important is it to guard against that happening again this weekend?
I think the boys rectify it, and the boys spoke about it. It's like we said, obviously if we switch off like that, any part of the game against Scotland, they will rip you apart. Finn Russell is just, Finn Russell will see those things, and he would absolutely take you into the gutters. And Sam is Van der Merwe, Darcy Graham, Hugh Jones, and anyone sort of switches off, they would absolutely cut you apart. So we just got to make sure that we're mentally prepared, mentally sharp in everything that we do, and making sure that we're on top of it from the first whistle to the last.
Bundee, just going back to Dan Sheehan, Stuart McCloskey was saying today that he's faster than McCloskey and stronger as well. Would you be fearful if Sheehan decided maybe centre might play his place?
To be fair, no, some of the coaches have been saying that he should play centre. He could actually slot in anywhere. I think he'll even do a job on the wing if he had to. And I think he's a skillful player. And Stuart McCloskey is right, he is quick as well. So, look, Dan Sheehan is such a young player, and he's got a box full of tricks in as well. So, if you've seen him kick, he's unbelievable at kicking as well. So, Dan Sheehan will slot in anywhere. I think he's unbelievable, like I said.
Would you beat him in a race?
No, I don't think I'm one of the fastest. I'm probably one of the slowest out there. So, pick my battles.
Bundee, what sort of physical toll would a test like Saturday's take on you? How did you feel when you woke up on Sunday morning after that?
Yeah, look, you always wake up after a good test like that, with sore bodies. When you're winning a game, you don't mind those kind of soreness, it's good soreness. But if you're losing the game and you get sore like that, then it just even makes it worse. But your body, obviously, when you play a tough test like that, England or any sort of team, you're always going to feel soreness in the next few days. And knowing full well you've given everything you can, you don't mind those kind of soreness in your body. So yeah, it's part of the game.